The enemy captured point A.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Eliminations 4 at once. Perfect aim. 5 at once. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Object captured. Perfect Object aim. Lost. Object elimination. Perfect aim. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Eliminations 4 at once. Perfect aim. 5 at once. Perfect aim. Perfect aim.
The enemy captured point A.
Perfect aim.
Point A captured.
Perfect aim.
Point A is under attack.
Perfect aim. Domination. Elimination
Point A
streak.
captured.
Double elimination. Perfect aim. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Merciless. Perfect aim. Incredible. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Incredible. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Nice.
Point A captured.
Insane. Perfect aim. Domination. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination.
Nice. Point A is under attack. Bang.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Elimination. Perfect aim.
Bang. Bang.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. Domination. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Incredible. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Nice.
Point A is under attack. Point A
Double
captured.
elimination.
Point A is under attack.
Eliminations. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Point A. 4 at once. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Domination. Eliminations. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Assist. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Triple elimination. Merciless. Elimination. 4 at once.
Lost.
Domination. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Elimination streak.
Bang.
Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Merciless. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Object elimination. 4 at once. Merciless. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Triple elimination. Perfect aim.
Nice.
Double elimination. Perfect aim. Incredible. Merciless. Perfect aim. Eliminations. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Elimination. Eliminations. Double elimination.
Nice.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Triple elimination. Perfect aim. Assist. Incredible. Domination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Elimination. Double elimination. You rock. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim. Domination. Incredible. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Insane. Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim.
Bang. Nice.
Elimination. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point A captured. A is under attack. Point A
Perfect
captured.
aim.
Point A is under attack.
Point A lost.
Nice. Nice.
Point A captured.
Point A is under attack. Point A is
Point
under
A
attack.
lost.
The enemy captured Point A.
Perfect aim. Domination. Perfect aim.
Point A captured.
Perfect aim. Elimination. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point A is under attack. Point A is under attack.
Point A lost.
The enemy captured Point A.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim. Triple elimination. Perfect aim.
Point A captured. Point A is under attack. Point A is under attack.
Point A lost.
The enemy captured
Destroyed.
Point A.
Domination.
Bang.
Perfect aim.
Bang.
Point A captured.
Point A is under attack.
Point A lost.
The enemy captured Point A.
Assist.
Point A is under attack.
Perfect aim. Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Nice. A is under attack. Point
Awesome.
A lost. The enemy captured point A. The enemy captured point A. Bang. Bang.
Perfect aim.
The enemy captured point B.
Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Point B captured. Point B is under attack.
Perfect aim.
Point B captured.
Double elimination. Perfect aim.
Bang.
Perfect aim.
Point C captured.
Elimination
Point
streak.
C is under attack. Point C is under attack. Point C lost.
Awesome.
The enemy captured point C.
Perfect aim. Perfect aim. Point D is under attack.
Point D lost.
Perfect aim. Point D is under attack. Point D captured. Point D is under attack. Point D perfect aim.
Bang.
The enemy captured
Savage.
point E. Perfect aim. Domination.
Nice.
Point E is
Savage.
under attack. Point E lost. Perfect aim. Domination.
Bang.
Double elimination. Perfect aim. Domination. Eliminations. Triple elimination. Perfect aim.